Hmm. We can come back for Steve. I look at Steve.
Steve, Steve looks like he kind of does a double take. What?
I shake my head and I'm like, if anything, I would stay. I would stay.
He actually smiles at that. God, they don't lie about you, do they? Honourable to a fault. Well, if you trust me well enough.
Yeah, and if you trust me enough to do the talking back at Holden, it's a bad idea. If anything, I'll stay. You can go.
They don't particularly like you there, do they?
Not anymore.
I couldn't ask you to do that, Zachart.
Steve does step forward. If you guys need to go back, he looks at Caracas. I still have enough trust for this man.
Well, you heard him. Come on.
You realize that, I look at Caracas, you realize we will have to keep your men with us for the time being to ensure that, as you said, you only care for your own men. There wouldn't be any incentive to...
We'll work this out. Orlin, you do have a reputation you carry, so I wouldn't grant this leniency to many others, but clearly you had the chance to jump and kill my men. Clearly you haven't.
I'll speak to this mayor, who I haven't met yet, and I'll see what I can do. He doesn't seem to be a very good man, but I do have some sway. I'll see what I can do.
Actually, yeah, let me stay back. Steve can go back with you to help keep the other guys in check, but I think Zachart in general would probably prefer to stay here as the collateral.
So do you raise that point to?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
Orland seems very hesitant about it, but he sees that that's what Zachart really wants, so he agrees to it.
Seeing me around Holden's clearing is just a bad omen anyway. It's probably best I keep my distance.
Caracas just kind of smiles wide and says, My, today is proving to be interesting.
Certainly. I got 2 glide monkeys.
He kind of looks at the corpses and says, "What the hell is a glide monkey?"
Well, I can't really show it right now, but it's a snow gliding monkey. They glide.
They glide.
Yeah, have you never seen them before?
Can't claim to have done. No, doesn't look like it has much meat on it.
It's the fur people want. The fur is very good at gliding, you see. Very, very cuts through the air real well.
So he says, anyway.
Well, assuming the best case scenario, and the mayor agrees to receive your men, would Orland sort of looks at the goblins and what do you think you could rein them in and see that they behave themselves?
He's kind of thrown about that. Human society has never really accepted goblins, even though they are kind of useful, as I've learned in these last few months. I don't know what to do with them.
I'll be honest, I don't expect the people of Holden to accept goblins in their town.
I do have loyalty to my men, but I feel I could release them into the wild. I wouldn't be happy with it, but they do well enough there. The goblins actually are kind of really, really disinterested in everything that's going on right now.
As you said, I am sort of attempting a miracle here, but I don't feel like I can do the impossible.
I'm looking at the goblins and kind of grinning and say, if you're just gonna release him into the wild, you can, maybe I might try taking care of him.
What do you mean? He says, looking over at Zakart.
He shrugged. Says, I was a captain once. He looks at the goblin. Says, I don't know. They can fetch. I'm sure I could train them to do something.
He kind of smiles at that. Let's see about the miracle worker first.
Agreed.
Besides, you're staying here. You'll have plenty of time to get acquainted with them.
A smile and nod.
Oh god.
Now,
Jax might have to make a new character.
Oh no!
That's fine.
Take it easy, old man.
Would literally rather be here among people probably more his company than just getting stared down at Holden.
I have no idea how I'm going to manage this from a group perspective. I hope not to bore either side.
I'm fine skipping my shit. Just fast forward it.
You sure?
Maybe like one scene or something. Yeah.
Okay. Well, if you ever want to do something at the camp, or if you want to know what's going on, just say, okay?
Yeah.
So
Caracas kind of like he jumps down and he walks up first, like going left to right. He walks up to Alta first and throws out his hand for a handshake.
and Alter just stares at him.
Yeah. On mute. Well.
Rip Swede.
Rip Swede.
Rip Swede.
Why not?
You really need to fucking stop muting.
Sorry.
Swede, you died. You fell into a spike trap.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Caracas walks over to shake your hand.
Yeah. Yeah, no. He shakes it like, yeah. It's been nice talking with you. Kodo, please. Manners.
He does actually reach out, like, finger and thumb to shake the hand of Kodo. Shake the paw of Kodo.
Kodo just grabs it and just bobs up and down.
That's a well-trained ferret you've got there.
Thank you. Well, I wouldn't call him that well-trained. He's still a little piece of shit.
Right. He goes over next to Orlin the Brown. Offers to shake your hand.
Orlin retrieves a pendant from his robes, and as he shakes, he gives the pendant to the guy, and he's like, "This is a wizard's pact. It holds much meaning to those of my kind. I hope you will give it the respect that it deserves."
He kind of like looks at it for a few seconds, and then, knowing this would annoy you, just says, "So, how much is it worth?"
Orlin just smiles.
He puts it in his pocket. Over next to Zakart. Offers to shake your hand.
I shake his hand and say, I'll be here for a while. Anything good to drink?
Oh, we robbed a caravan. Hope you don't mind if it's blood drink.
Not at all.
Oh god, blood drink? What?
I tried to say something like blood money, but I realized how clunky that sentence sounded after it came out.
A little bit.
Yeah.
Just a little bit.
Blood drink?
Blood money, blood drink. Yeah, it was a clunky wording.
Yeah, we just strung up the people from the caravan and emptied their blood into our kegs.
You know.
You could take it
as you do.
As you do. Well, that was not.
Yeah, you know.
Well, so let's retcon that whole thing. Hope you don't mind if it's stolen.
Not at all.
Alright. And lastly, he shakes Steve's hand. Now, I will say one thing. If I hear any harm has come to the 2 men of mine you've got, this whole deal is over. I don't care if the rest of my men, you can take them into safety, but I will hunt you.
Agreed.
Good.
Yeah, sure. No need to worry.
Walks back over, clambers back onto the platform and sits. Right, well, off you go. Get the gate, and they pull the gate back open for you.
God, as soon as we level up, I'm getting, like, speech skills for my character because I don't have any, and I've just been.
I didn't want to
Praying that
I didn't
you
want to
don't
make that
ask
one a
for any.
diplomacy check because you didn't say anything really stupid or outrageous there. You had leverage.
Yeah, I was being very careful about it because I don't actually like. Even though my character totally should, I wasn't thinking about it when I made my character.
You're
I
like
would give it
what was I gonna
Diplomacy
say?
skills.
What was I gonna say?
I was
You're
thinking
like
how do I
shooting
make it?
Gandalf.
How do I make it a diplomacy check? But no, everything you said made sense, so I couldn't.
Like, I have
didn't really want
charisma,
to.
but I don't have diplomacy.
How much charisma do you have?
2 all the time, and 3 if we're in like a situation that requires like status.
So that just basically means you'd roll a d4. You wouldn't have the -2 unskilled check penalty.
Oh, does it add to the die? It doesn't just add like +2.
It does add to the die, but because
Okay.
you don't have diplomacy or persuasion whatsoever.
Yeah. So it would be a D4 and not a D2 or a
d4
rather it
minus
would
2.
be a yeah.
Yeah.
So it'd just be a D. Right, I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
So normally, if I had diplomacy, it would be a D4 +2, not like a D6. Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, so you're let back out, and he just says, "Right, don't let the bears kill you on the way back."
Have fun.
We'll try.
Goodbye.
We'll come back for you, Zygarde.
One day. Oh
Maybe.
yeah. So you're not gonna do anything with those monkey corpses, right?
The one I'm carrying, I throw at him.
Thank you. Don't
You
worry,
sell 'em
friend.
for any- I want a cut.
Sure thing. When we meet again, you'll get your cut. You have my word.
So you walk back out. After a bit, Darwin Garl sees you approaching. Oh, what did you do with Andy? I suppose stayed behind.
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't get taken.
I basically explained the entire exchange to him.
So, our ex-town guard is now being held as collateral by a bandit lord.
Yes, and we're going to try to convince your mayor, who is renowned for being not the greatest of fellows,
I can't.
in order to allow a band Orlin is like sort of like stroking his temples at this point, like realizing the situation he's in, to try to convince a group of bandits to join the town.
Oh boy.
Bearing in
That's
mind
what's
that I
going
told
on.
you that the mayor had a run-in with bandits when he first took office that went very poorly.
Yes.
All
It's
in,
not going to be easy, is what I'm saying.
Better get
I've got a question for.
persuasion skills.
Yeah,
Actually,
what's,
got to get the
what's
accent
the
back
question?
in. Olin, I got a question for you, pal.
I
You got a bit of a reputation for being generous, yeah? Do you
Yeah.
set up these fucking insane situations so you can come out on top? Or is this just fucking luck?
It just happens to me.
Damn.
Okay. I came out here today. I wanted a nice simple day of shooting bandits in the face with my fucking arrows, and now this is what I get.
Well, that is, suppose that's the lot of those who travel with wizards. Things
You
get
can't-
complicated.
He can't help but smile. He says, yeah, I suppose it is. Well, we still got these two, and... Christ, Zakot's back there now. I guess I have to carry this one. Either of you two offering?
Well, my back, and,
Yep, suppose so. What about you? Because bearing in mind that Darwin Garl himself is in his 50s.
Arlen's covered in monkeys right now.
Yeah, he does look... Oh, Christ. And he just kind of like...
I help
hoists
him.
Yeah, he hoists him
I
up.
help him. Well, there is also the other guard.
Yeah,
get
the
the
other...
other guard.
Oh yeah, but he's currently tied up in the time since you've left.
No, I mean that we
yeah.
got 2 of the mercenary guys.
Oh yeah,
ex-mercenary.
2 of the mercenary guys. One of them stayed behind. Yeah. All right, so yeah, they help out.
No,
But
He's-
not Steve.
I've got to get better at remembering every NPC in a scene.
There's a lot going on right now.
Hmm. So yeah, so you start walking back. So Darwin just kind of questions you about the particulars of what you're about to do. You went over the thing with it. He's like, so Without having
Well-
met him, you want to try and talk him into taking, how many was it? 20. 20
20.
men.
It might require all the political leverage I've built up at this point.
Oh, well, I'm sure you can do it, old man. But just so you know, I don't want to anger anyone, so you don't need to mention me. I need to sell my stuff, okay?
I'll be honest, I don't think anyone knows who you are anyway.
Yeah, that is true.
No,
That's true. People tend to just not notice Kodo more.
I'm not entirely familiar with this part of the woods. I'm just trying to get me bearings here. Because I had enough trouble finding that. How long's that fucking fort been up there? He just kind of realizes, I've been in these woods for fucking 20 years, I never saw that.
Hmm.
Right. Right, well, let's get going then, lads. It's about 2 in the afternoon by this point. Been walking most of the day.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, I guess we just try to make our way back then.
yep, I'm just gonna...
So much goddamn walking.
It's like
I'm
Lord of
just
the
gonna-
Rings.
I'm just gonna spend my time there, socializing, drinking, watching the goblins, maybe
Trying to figure out how you
spying.
can weaponize the goblins.
Yeah,
Have you got any suggestions? Like, most of the people there are actually decently friendly, or at least they take you in well enough under
Turns out-
Caracas's orders to not treat you like shit.
Is it, Austin, do you basically drink up their whole supply?
maybe half. You know, who knows?
Are they getting
He's being
worried?
reasonable.
Are they getting worried, like, boss?
No, see, I don't want to drink them out. So
Yeah.
No, we'll get together, sing a few old military chants, slug a few drinks. The
Yeah.
goblins are all off in the corner of the camp doing whatever the fuck goblins do when they're being
Playing with
upset.
bones or something.
Yeah,
beating a rat.
being a rat.
They're just taking turns. It's like clobbering some like dead animal. Fucking goblins.
Most of the time,
Just saying. I plan on taking like more than half the leadership edges. Give me a fucking army.
Oh, God.
so whenever you're near the goblins, they get a
He
plus
wants to
one
be a
spirit.
houndmaster, but with goblins.
I ain't
Oh,
against
that'd
it.
be fucking cool.
That would be pretty cool.
I mean,
Or-
I already
yes.
have command. Like, I have command, so if any of the goblins start running around, I just start commanding them to do
Just
things
remember,
for me.
just Snake, you have to allow this to happen. Just remember the shenanigans with the stick.
Oh, no!
One of the goblins.
Just remember.
Alright, so you're sitting at a wooden table, yeah, and like you're just drinking, and one of the goblins actually like scampers up, just jumps up onto the table, squats down, and he's got like a dagger in one hand, and he puts his hand down flat, and he does that thing people do where they stab between each finger, and then he looks up at you. And does it.
And
Does
I
it again.
motion for the knife.
He hands it. He got excited, like flips it over in his hand and hands it to you. Handle
I put-
first.
I put my hand down, and I motion for him to put his hand down. And then I go through all 10. So his 5 and then my 5.
He jumps down and like starts clapping.
And I hand him the knife back.
And he just kind of scampers back to, he like puts it in his teeth and then scampers back to the rest of the goblins.
The goblin will remember that.
The goblin will remember that.
These are the goblins.
A few of the bandits also go like clap. One of them like actually claps you on the back, and then we zoom back to you lot walking through a forest.
Being the fellowship. Doing lots of walking.
Actually, Snake, just a question.
Hmm?
I think it was a point, but the elves in Tolkien, they could basically walk on top of snow, didn't they?
I
I remember something like some stupid detail like that.
You're better off asking Cody about
No.
Tolkien.
No, I remember something like that. It was like one scene where they were walking in snow, but Legolas was basically lighter? I don't remember.
They have some kind of like magical thing about them where they're just extremely dexterous.
Okay.
Well, you are walking through the forest and you start to hear sobbing. I just drew an encounter card.
Oh god. What, like around us?
A bit in the direction you're headed, ahead of you. You hear a man sobbing.
Oh yeah, I found it.
I look at Gaul. What is he?
He kind of like he perks up a bit and then like motions to crouch down and be quiet.
Yeah.
Be quiet.
Right now, all you got is you hear sobbing ahead of you.
I guess we walk forward slowly and try to see what it is.
I guess so.
As you approach, you see it's kind of snowing a bit. It's not too heavy, but you see on a collapsed log a figure just sitting down, sobbing quite heavily, like racked by it.
Should I do a notice?
You may.
4.
It looks to be a human and quite heavily cloaked, like wrapped in furs for the cold. But other than that, pretty nondescript.
And nothing is overtly magical.
You don't notice anything magical about this.
Okay. I just sort of shrug at Alter Galen. What should we do?
No, I don't know.
I just shrug again and I stand up and I start walking toward it.
No.
You there? Is something the matter?
Oh, you shout. He jumps up, turns around, and like pulls a small dagger.
I'm like holding my hands up.
Yep.
Well, I've got one hand on my staff, but I'm just holding my hand up, like, boy there, what's the matter?
Red-faced, seeing through tears, he just kind of like looks. Is the hand with the dagger shaking? There's blood on the end of the dagger, and he looks. You're not a bandit, are you?
No, I sort of look at myself and smile. Well, I'm a wizard.
Oh, thank God for that. He says he drops the dagger.
What happened to my good man?
Those bastards, they took everything. Been out in these woods for days. You're the first people I've met who haven't drawn a fucking bow on me.
Jesus.
Okay,
Walter was about to draw bow, but then he heard that, like, yeah, people.
Bandits, highwaymen, ne'er-do-wells, whatever you call them. They jumped me, they took everything. The whole caravan. Everyone travelling with me, dead. I ran. Where are they? How do I get away from them?
We're heading back to Holden now, if you'd like to come with us.
Oh, thank God. Yes.
What's your name, friend?
Garvin. I'm not from these lands, I'm from south.
Oh, I'm from the south too.
The south.
We were taking a caravan up to Vern Keep. They jumped us by the roadside. Didn't even see it coming. As soon as they hit us, they grabbed everything and they left. I got out, but not without taking one of them.
Sorry to hear that. We'll take you with us to Holden Clearing. I'm Orlin the Brown.
Orlin.
I'm Altar Galen, and this is Kodo.
Gallon. It's my family name.
Gallyn.
Yes.
How could we? What a coincidence.
Oh.
Is your name Jeff?
No, it was Garvin. Garvin Gallon.
Damn.
It's quite a name.
How come? You don't happen to be related to elves, do you?
No, he's quite clearly human.
Huh.
It's a funny one.
That's an odd coincidence.
Very odd.
It really is. Oh, Galen's
Yeah.
not exactly an uncommon name where I'm from.
No. Not really, I think. I'm not sure.
Oh, he's still quite shaken, obviously.
Yeah, Orlin passed him on the back.
Yeah, he kind of reaches down, picks up his dagger, and sheaves it. What are you doing out in these woods? If you're not bandits, then surely it's not. Oh, he looks at Alta. Hunters? But you're a wizard.
Yeah.
We're diplomats, I suppose.
Doing stuff.
Sort of nod towards the tied up bandit that we have.
He looks at him. That's one of the bastards who hit my caravan.
Ugh. Well, we're taking him in. Don't you worry, justice will be served.
I bloody well hope so, he says. And he's quite clearly got his hand, through his robes on the dagger. But if I see him make one move, I will cut him.
Oh, no, good sir, there's no need to be violent.
His life is worth one of our own, so please restrain yourself if you can. And I'd say on the way to Holden Clearing, I sort of explain the situation.
Okay. Make a diplomacy check.
Oh God! It begins. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Austin. I'm sorry.
Hey, I'm just gonna say because I'm a lovely person. Alta can assist you on this.
Oh no!
All right, so this is a +2.
How do I even assist?
So a 5.
Do I just roll it on skill 2?
Oh yeah, and it could add to his result. Say I can't exactly.
Aha!
Hey, there we go.
2 5s.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like to imagine this is like Cody Alden tries to say something and Altar just intervenes with the right word or something.
Yeah.
Wait, how did you get a +2?
No, he has
+2.
a +-2.
Oh, minus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's kind of very odd syntax on that.
Yeah, I was just confused.
Yeah.
I thought,
Yeah.
No, you kind of fumble your words a bit, but Alta Galen, jumps in and manages to talk him down. Kind of well, alright then. I won't have my justice today, I suppose. Crap, I just realized something.
Here we're near town.
Ah!
Ah!
I unrealized something.
But
I realized the wrong thing.
But I'm drinking all his alcohol.
Oh no!
Caracas just kind of walks over, and for the first time, he looks concerned. He's like,
No, I mean the caravan they robbed. That guy you just found. I'm drinking all of his alcohol.
yeah, Caracas still looks concerned for the amount. Back down on that. It's we cut to you for a second. You're just sitting at a table drinking. There's cut to a bandit's face as they look on in awe. Zooms out over to Caracas and he just turns to Advisor. He says, "That's 2 barrels already."
His liver must be strong.
How long has he been here? About 2 hours.
A barrel
he's got an iron
hour.
liver.
Damn, he's holding back.
He's all liver on the inside.
Yes, it's one giant liver.
It turns out he himself is actually a barrel.
Well, at least if you survive and we go to the Dwarven lands, we'll have some...
Oh shit!
You can just drink them dry. Luckily, they do all of their diplomacy and drinking contests.
Good.
Imagine if you had actually had to roll a vigor roll for
There is an edge, I believe,
Yeah.
to not get drunk.
No, not only that, you get a bonus to vigor and such when drunk.
That's a different edge, actually.
Oh, that is? Okay, I got it wrong. Oh, actually,
Oh, man.
did you take that weird edge for bonuses?
No,
when you...
He thought about it,
I
but-
need the I need the D8 in vigor. I only have a D6.
Okay. But yeah, so you can. So
Like,
yeah, that was the
I'm
encounter.
torn with my skills because I need to get my vigor and spirit up. But there's a different one that's like Iron Gut or something.
So with that, everyone is at least somewhat happy. Well, the Garvin Gallon isn't happy, but he won't stab the guy.
That's good.
Yeah. So that's pretty much all that transpires. Like, you do notice some wildlife as you walk back, but it doesn't seem to want to bother you. It doesn't seem to be aggressive.
Good.
Yep.
So when we get back to town,
So you get back to town without being challenged, but by the time you get back, it's about 5 in the afternoon, 5 in the evening.
well,
I ask if the two of them, like Gaul and the mercenary, I ask them if they can stay outside of town and hold on to the bandits.
Darwin says, well, it means I don't have to talk to that fucking mayor. Yeah, I'll stay back.
It's crucial that we're able to take them back with us. I wouldn't want the guards to take justice in their own hands.
No, you're thinking on the right track. Knowing that mayor, he'd probably have him strung up the moment he fucking sees him.
Aye. If you see some troops coming out, then, well, I'll leave that up to you, what you're going to do.
Yeah, I don't think they quite considered it. I don't think they quite consider the woods my jurisdiction, but can't all have what we want.
I will say that a man's life is somewhat resting in your hands.
Aye. Don't worry.
I,
Don't worry. These two are in good hands.
All right, and on that, I go in to the town.
oh yeah. So Altar just basically as soon as we get in town, like, well, Ordin, I can't really help. I need to get these corpses sold before they go too bad. Can you deal with the mayor's stuff yourself, or?
I suppose so. It is my job.
I mean, if you want, I mean, it probably doesn't take so long. If you just follow me, we can get the corpses sold, and then I can follow you. I don't know.
Very well. Either way, it's a shame that I didn't think to put diplomacy on my character sheet.
What was that?
You
Oh,
say,
nothing. Just a wizard thing. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
You say
Wizard
pulling
thing.
your character sheet out of your robes.
Wizard thing. Yeah. Doing that wizard stuff. I get ya.
Yeah.
The wizard power of metagame speak.
I've heard
Spell.
that's pretty powerful. Anyway, how much do I get for free glide monkey corpses?
You say in the middle of the street.
No,
Amazing.
I went to the fucking place where I can sell those.
Be it a lodge.
Yeah, a lodge. So I just throw them on the counter. Free fresh glide monkeys. How much?
Person behind the counter just kind of like taps it, feebly, like thinking, these don't look fresh.
They're fresh enough. They're caught today. Look at this. Look at this fur. This fine fur.
That is good fur, I'll give you that. It's fucking
I mean,
nice
look.
fur.
I take one of the corpses. Look here now. They have magnificent air resistance. Like, no, not air resistance. What do you call? They're very aerodynamic. Look, I'll catch Ordin, and I can gently throw him one.
Roll throwing.
Oh, no.
Orla just steps to the side.
Oh,
Oh,
What?
did you just make the... No, wait. Have you rolled throwing yet?
no, I don't have. I haven't. Oh,
So
Amazing.
basically, to demonstrate how good it is, you throw it all in really hard, he steps aside, it just smashes into the wall.
see,
Orla just looks very curious at the whole like thing, like he's not really sure what's going on.
The guy behind the counter says, oh, it's got a good bounce.
yeah, good bounce. So how much?
Tell you what, give you 8 gold per corpse. There's not much meat on them, and They're small animals. The fur's good. The fur's good.
Yeah, the fur's good. I
Fur's
definitely
good.
I feel it's at least a tenner each.
At least a tenner each.
Yeah,
You want to be rolling diplomacy checks in my lodge, pal?
I have I'll try. Ha!
Fucking. Tell you what, I like
Amazing.
you. You get 12 gold per.
Thank you.
Wow.
So that's 24, 36. Yeah. God damn, I went.
Swede, you used up the diplomacy roll that I'm going to have to make later.
On selling monkey corpses.
Oh, God. I'm
Nice
sorry,
job.
Austin. I'm sorry.
Nice doing business with you.
I just know I'm gonna roll ones, and then I can't even Benny out of it because of the house
No,
roll
it's
that we're
okay.
using.
By that time, I'll have drank myself to be legendary, and I'll just usurp command of the bandit camp.
I thought you were about to say, by then I've drank myself to death.
Can you believe that, Orlin? I thought that went really well.
Yes.
My mama always told me I had a way with words.
You certainly did a thing.
Yep.
And stuff happened.
There's a blood splat on the wall where the monkey hit.
Yeah, Orlin just looked at it.
Well, we're working outside. Let's get this done.
All right, we head to the mayor's house, or
It's
building
not
or
a
whatever.
it's not a fancy
hall.
establishment. Let's say that the town hall is a two-story sort of wooden frame building. The first floor is just basically a giant reception, and the upper floor is an office and his quarters. Not good digs for the mayor.
So,
yeah. So we walk up to the reception then.
is it a shit-eating kid working there?
No one's getting their neck broken today. No, it's quite an official looking woman behind the desk looks up at you. Yes?
What's her name? Do I know her?
You don't know her. Like, you don't know any of the mayor's new entourage, basically.
Okay.
Since
Hi,
he brought all his own
I'm-
stuff.
I'm Orlin the Brown, and I'd like to speak with the mayor, please.
All in the brown. Just curious. Do you have an appointment?
I do not. I do believe that the mayor will be interested in what I have to say, but I don't have an appointment.
The mayor is currently speaking with one of his master-at-arms right now. There's a discussion going on. It should take maybe an hour or so. Do you mind waiting? It's otherwise quite a calm day.
Very well.
Well, is there like chairs to sit down?
Yeah, there are. And I'm going to use this. I'm going to use the reason of waiting for the reception to do an interlude.
Oh man, look!
Alright.
Okay.
So which one of you wants to be one? Which one of you wants to be two? It's basically first call.
I'll be one because I'm number one.
God damn it! I'm not. Well, I think.
no.
Maybe we can make this a three-sided dice and have Kodo tell a story if he comes up.
Yes, Kodo is definitely number 3.
And Austin gets to tell it if it's Kodo.
Oh no!
Oh,
Yeah.
I will so do that.
Yep. Okay. It's a three-sided dice, and if Kodo comes up, it's going to be a story. While you're sitting around, it's going to go to a story from the perspective of the pet ferret, because suddenly this is the fucking young ones.
Oh god!
No, I've just
Oh
got.
no! It's like you reminded me of that idea I had with playing the young ones.
All right. So all in one. 2. All right. Alta Gallon, tell us a tale. I'm disappointed as well, to be honest.
Yeah.
Tell
Nine
us.
of Hearts.
Yeah. Tell us a tale of love.
Oh god.
That's the worst one.
So, yeah, I was 13. Yeah.
We're just wait. We're just sit like we just sit like we sit and immediately like I don't ask about him. I don't say anything.
Let's
Just, as soon as my butt touches the chair, this begins.
So I was 13. Yeah.
strongest starters then.
I was a bit of an awkward kid, and then I met this lovely lass. Her name was Give me a second. I just need a randomizer for a name.
He says, part of the story.
Gotta, protect her and anonymity and all that.
Yeah.
Let's call her Francine.
Okay.
Yeah, she was a pretty girl, long flowing hair. She was working hard with her dad and so on. Little me was like, yeah, she's a cutie. And I tried to get her attention, tried to give her nice things, like I gave her a rabbit foot for luck. She didn't appreciate that. Then I tried to give her Then I tried to give her a fur, which I hadn't, though I didn't really wash it out. And lots of dropping spaghetti and stuff.
Orlin just looks very confused at what's happening right now.
So does, the receptionist kind of, looks up at you and you exchange a glance of...
Yeah, I just shrug at her like, I don't know either.
But then 2 years later, age of 15, she was walking in the woods and a wolf attacked her. She was actually on her way to meet her to her grandmother's place. And I happened to be in the woods, doing my typical hunting and so on. Heard her scream. Dashing I was, I came to her rescue. And well, so this wolf, tried to attack me. I come at it with a bow. Boom, take it out. Ha ha. And I escort her there. We talk. We hit it on. We're having a really nice time.
Did you say you hit it on?
Oh, there's still more?
I was just spending this whole time hoping that it's revealed that it's actually a turkey bear at the end of all of it.
And then we had a fateful encounter with a turkey bear.
A what?
A turkey bear. You don't know what a turkey bear is? Big,
Are you saying a turkey bear, as in it's one thing, not a turkey and a bear?
No, it's a turkey bear. A turkey bear.
Okay.
Have you never heard? Oh, they're more from the south, but basically, we had a fateful encounter with this turkey bear. And this... Wait, I tried to fight it off. It forced us to a cliff, but then we took it out. Then I took it out, but fate intervened. Fate intervened, as in she basically got sick and tired of me.
That's
the turkey bear got sick and tired of you.
No, the turkey bear. I fought it off, but a few months later we learned we weren't that compatible, so we kind of broke it off, and so on. And I may or may not have been dumb, and so on. But stuff happens.
Orlin clears his throat and looks apologetically at the receptionist.
She looks back at you and is like, with a look that says, and it's a very unique look, it's very nuanced, it says, man, I wish that war meeting was over sooner.
Yeah, it's very specifically, you can even spells out war meeting in her look.
Oh, look!
Aided by the war meeting tattoo on her forehead.
Yeah.
Oh, look here. Today's parchment. Huh. Weather will be snowy.
I
mean, I'm not the GM, but I feel like Sweet gets a Benny.
No, he does get a Benny, because I think he suffered more than anyone telling that story. That was kind of thrown on him from left fucking field.
Imagine if Kodo had to tell a story about love.
Oh my god. I wish. Maybe next time.
Maybe next time.
He's secretly a young weasel prince.
The thing is, the way I'm doing interludes is... So, Austin did an interlude last game, so he's exempt from them for a bit, unless he wants to do another one. That way everyone gets to do an interlude,
Yeah.
So now Alter Galen's off until everyone's done an interlude, and then he's back on the cards.
Oh, fantastic. Oh.
So that just happened.
That just happened. And somehow the hour feels even longer. You noticed that you had heard talking upstairs until the story had started. No, I'll stop rubbing it in now. But yeah, an hour passes in relative, there are a few parchments around to read, but nothing of much import in these
Hunter
parts.
today.
It is mostly just whatever manifests they will let people read.
Is there a Wizard Bears parchment thing?
Wizard beers.
Beards.
Roll to find the Wizard Beards parchment.
Basically, it's like a newspaper. You know
It's
how
a Wizard's fashion magazine.
yes. Except
It says like beard oil and like
it's just
trimming
dedicated to
devices.
What robes to wear with what beard.
Yeah.
It's very dwarven, actually.
Yeah.
Their beards are detachable. They change them out like hats.
You got a match.
You gotta match your beard.
Yeah.
I have no idea if you're actually going to roll to search for that parchment. I have no clue.
So we wait. And...
Yeah, and eventually a rather large armored fellow. You hear like stomping on the stairs. Boom, boom, boom. He walks out through a door. He kind of like looks your way and casually acknowledges you.
Yeah,
you do
Orlin
recognize
nods.
him. Yeah, you do recognize him as a commander from Rendell Port. You saw him there a few years back, but it seems that when this mayor moved here, he brought him with him.
Yeah, he's more of the Red Wizard's purview.
Yeah. I named him Grosrick, by the way. Grosrick the Red.
Foreshadowing.
He just kind of like casually glances your way, gives you a nod, and then walks out. And the receptionist just kind of looks your way and says, "Well, I suppose he's available now." And he does like to get things out of the way as quickly as possible.
Okay. Orlin clears his throat and makes sure his robes are on point.
Now,
And, walks in.
Yeah. If you'll follow me this way, she gets up, walks around, and leads you up to his office. You just kind of
Do I know the mayor's name?
the mayor's name, you do know him. Yeah, it was told to you before. It's Frederick Rendell.
Okay.
So you walk in and you are greeted by what is clearly a 20-year-old, very, very long-haired, very stern, sort of annoyed-looking man who sits down furiously, like, writing with a quill at his desk. And he, secretary brings you in, kind of announces Orlin the Brown, and he just, waves her off. Says, yes, it's quite... He's got business with you. What is it? What do you want?
Mayor Rendell, Orlin the Brown, well met.
Yes, come on, sit down.
Yeah, Orlin sits.
Now, you'll appreciate I'm quite busy today, so please keep it brief, and nothing too annoying.
How do I...
It looks... Oh, God, you're tracking snow through my office.
Quite sorry, I've just had quite a long day.
I appreciate that. I'll have you appreciate that I've had one as well.
Of course. You know, the bandit problem that your town has been experiencing, I believe I may have quite a creative solution. I don't know if you know of me, but this is sort of my job, is to do this sort of thing.
Yes, you're one of those wizard chaps. I've never had much time for you anyway.
Right.
So what is your creative solution? I had a solution to them. But I haven't quite gotten round to it yet. I've got bigger matters to attend to.
Well, I've just returned from a trek to their encampment, and I've had a word with their leader.
You found their encampment?
I have.
That's good news. Go on.
And Orlin just sort of like rubs his head a little bit. And I'd like to propose that you allow their men to return to civilized life and work for you in Holden Clearing.
You want me to bring in savages?
Well, now these are former military men.
Deserters?
Yes, deserters. However, from what I've heard, they're not. They were in an unfortunate situation, quite out of their control.
War is an unfortunate situation. They knew what they were walking
it
into.
is.
And their desertion led to the death of other men whose lives were in their hands.
That is true, but the way I see it, you have two options. You can go to war with them and lose more men, or you can take them into your fold, experience military men, into a town that is already starved for guards and the like, and I'll have them work for you.
Roll diplomacy.
Oh god, I have more leverage to work into this, but okay, I'll go ahead. Where is it? Unskilled. Please. Okay, that's is this a situation where status would matter?
I'd say the cloves probably do help. So I'll grant you a 4. So he kind
So
of
that's a
takes
6.
he does take that into account.
That's a 6 then.
He stands
Plus
up and
3.
walks. He stands up and walks around the table. Now, Orlin was it?
Aye.
Tell me your position on the Wizard Council. You say you're the Brown.
Yes. I attend to the matters of the common folk and general diplomacy.
The small folk, you say. Yes, no wonder you don't
The
quite
common
understand.
man.
No wonder you don't quite understand my plight in all this. You say you'll bring them in. You'll say you'll rehouse them. Yes, you may. They may even accept that. What does a man want more than a warm bed and some food in his belly?
Orlin nods.
When that's your only concern, that's all you will see. But how do I explain that back to the people in Rendell, that I let a group of people who ran come into my town, and I didn't take any note of them? I let them back into the military, or what? They could run again? They've already betrayed themselves. The moment you enter a battle, there's two ways out. You live or you die. If you run, you've died already. You've died a different death. You've deserted, you've thrown away what life you had before.
That is true. All of that is true. However, if you were to pull this off, think of your position in the town. Think of how the people would see you. If you were...
They would see me as weak. They would see me as allowing in people who have deprived them of food, which is what you said has been a problem.
Aye, that's true. But I believe that these men, in the long term, will be a great...
Sorry, you cut out there.
I said, I believe in the long term, these men will be of great benefit to your town.
In the long term.
And you will have the service of a wizard in your debt.
In your debt. Yes. You will owe me greatly for this.
Aye, that is true.
I'll have this to you. I will know the name of every one of those men you intend to bring back with you. I will have their names. You will owe me. He kind of like pulls out a sheet of parchment and just writes down in what is actually quite sloppy handwriting his name, hands it over. He just like taps it. You will sign that.
Orlin clears his throat and retrieves a elegant looking pin from his robes and scrolls his name across it.
Now, if I am to take these men in, you will owe me a favor. It can be whenever I want, whatever I want, and you will follow it out to the letter, or else these men's lives are forfeit. As well, tell people in Rendell that these are men who are in my town with my express knowledge, guaranteed by all in the brown. And should one of them step out of line, all of them are forfeit. Should you not obey my command, their lives are forfeit.
You drive a hard bargain, but I don't see much choice. We are agreed.
Very well. Services of all in the brown, then. So do you sign?
Yeah, I sign it.
Very good. I will get a group of town's guard. They will be on the western side of the forest entrance. You will bring the bandits to me tomorrow at noon. We will meet. They will be inducted. They will be processed. And they will all know, with you right there, that their lives are in your hands.
Agreed.
Oh boy.
Oh god.
Oh boy.
Very well then. Now get out. I've got more business to attend to.
I give him one of those emblems that I gave to the bandit leader. I just sort of leave it on the chair, and then I leave.
As you're kind of like leaving the office, you do notice him watching you leave through the window. He's not hiding the fact that he's watching you walk off.
I give him a nod, and I turn and leave. So yeah.
That happened.
It was about as well as I expected it.
Yeah.
So, what do you do?
What time is it at this point?
About 6:30. You were waiting in there an hour, and there was the meeting and such.
Yeah. How long did it take us to get from the encampment to the clearing?
You left at, was it 10? You arrived at about 12.
Yeah, we actually know where it is now, so it'd probably be faster. Alright, in that
2?
case
Yeah, you arrived at 2. Still yet.
Yeah. In that case, I nod at Altar and say, well, the long day just got longer. I suppose we head back now.
You're going all the way back out to the encampment now?
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, like, Darwin Garl is still waiting for you on the forest's edge.
Yeah. Orlin doesn't want Zakar to have to stay the night there.
He said to bring them to the western forest entrance at noon tomorrow.
Yeah. That's true.
It's up to you how you deal with this.
I'd say we head there anyway. Like now anyway.
Alright. You kind of walk back out to the forest entrance, and Darwin Garl is there, and he just kind of looks at you and says, "Well,
it went about as well as expected."
So we're dead men.
No. Actually, I believe I've somewhat pulled it off.
You're fucking joking.
Yeah, he somehow
to it.
managed it.
I
Amazing
just
wizard.
signed my soul away, but
What
at
did
least
what did you do? Sign your soul away.
had a chat with the mayor. Pleasant fellow.
No, not really.
I'll explain on the way. We need to head back to the encampment.
Right then. Well, at least now I know the way. Let's get moving.
Is the other guy awake by now?
Yeah, the other guy's awake, but obviously nursing his head.
Yeah.
he kind of like struggles to walk with you. He's like not limping, but just kind of dizzy, obviously concussed.
Alright, so yeah, I guess we just head back.
Yeah, we'll move this along, because you've already done it in encounters of once per day. You arrive back at the bandit encampment that same day.
Damn, we're fast.
Yeah. But I'm going to say
Yeah.
by now, what was it? It took 6 o'clock you left. Yeah, it's 10 at night when you arrive, and you hear quite loud merrymaking from inside.
Sure hope they haven't done anything.
Zakar, are you alive and well?
Yeah, I'm leading the chant around a giant bonfire where we're all drinking.
What did you do with the merchant back in town, by the way? Did you just let him go?
What?
The guy you found by the roadside
Oh,
the guy
yeah,
you found
yeah.
sitting on a log.
Yeah,
Caravan
we just
was
let him
raided.
back to town and then let him go.
Yeah. Garvin Gowan.
Yeah.
So they see you approach with the what do you do with the two bandits this time?
Oh, man. I guess we just bring him with us.
Yeah. They see
It's
you
all or
approach.
nothing at this point.
They see you approach, they open the gate, and once again you're encircled by bandits who look a lot more drunk than last time.
Yeah, this time we don't have leverage.
Caracas just looks back the same day. Well, this either went very well or very, very badly.
Well, a bit of both, I suppose. But I believe I've done it.
You believe you've done it.
Not sure about the character of this mayor, but he has agreed to take your men on some conditions. I sort of explain what he said.
Okay, you go over it. Caracas doesn't look pleased.
Yeah, Orland definitely doesn't look pleased as well. Like he totally looks like he understands.
You signed your life to some mayor for the sake of 20 men you don't know. Do you expect me to believe that?
Well, 20 men I don't know, and 1 man I know quite well.
That's true.
Well, he's a noble soul.
Fair enough. Tomorrow at noon. Well, we're riding out in force. The town guard will be there. If I see anything that I do not like, he announces this loudly so all of his men will hear. Then I will draw my blade.
I don't know if I can trust the mayor or not, but at this point I'm just the mediator.
That much is true. But we're also going into what seems to be basically a life of indentured servitude.
But at least you won't have to rob and steal.
That much is true.
Well, rob and kill is what I meant.
But
Rob and steal are the same thing.
But is it worth throwing away the freedom that offers?
That is up to you, I suppose.
I'm a fair man. I will leave it to my men to decide. He kind of steps forward himself. Orlin, you did just sign for us, so I will go forward as the first example. If anyone wants to stay with this life, they may stay here. Otherwise, step forward and come with me. And it seems to be, obviously the goblins don't give a shit. They're all in the corner doing whatever the fuck they want still.
Freaking Zakart's like tickling them.
I'm holding the rat, making them jump for it. Yeah.
Rat! Rat! Rat!
And of what becomes clear is the 23 people he has, 17 decide to go with him. The rest remain in this fort. And he turns to old Sir Ol and Zakot and says, "Right, well, here's your lot, I suppose. I hope the mayor doesn't mind if you promised him 20.
Just because I forgot out of character. Did I promise all of them, or did I just
You
say
didn't.
in
You
general?
never. I don't think you ever said an exact number.
Okay.
Like, you never offered an exact number. It was just
I
kind of
don't think I
making
did either.
conversation.
Yeah. No, I nod.
Well then, you're free. We'll set you up camp for the night, and I promise we won't stab you in your sleep.
I do appreciate that.
Yeah, many
Orlin,
people do.
Smiles.
I tell you to make yourself feel free to the alcohol. Granted, we're leaving it all behind, and that means there's a lot more to go around for the remainers. So, make yourself merry, I suppose. And he kind of goes back to his platform.
Yeah, I go to Zakart and just see how he's doing.
A little drunk, a little tipsy, but doing very well. See, look, you haven't. I don't think you've seen him this happy in a while.
Yeah, Orlin just stays with him for the rest of the night, basically. Just hangs out with him.
He
Also,
teaches you how to trust goblins.
you do notice a few people playing card games in the corner.
Still got to get that gambling skill.
Yeah,
So, okay, diplomacy skill.
so many
We
skills.
discuss our character sheets into the night, deep into the night.
Deep into the night. So, does anyone want to do anything while the night's still ongoing?
Well, let's see. Not really. Altar is just chilling.
Zakar, you have noted that the main pastimes around here seem to be annoying the goblins, bare knuckle boxing, and card games.
Oh,
that all
card
sounds
games.
Great.
I'm up for some
and of
card
course,
games.
and of course, drinking.
I go in for some bare knuckle boxing.
Okay,
I'm up for some card games.
so let's do all this.
Orlin, just his curious self, wanders around and observes everything.
So let's do some rolls for it. There's just this kind of stuff. So you're going for bare knuckle boxing. We won't do like a whole proper fight, obviously. But it's basically like you just kind of walk in and they notice a newbie coming in, and immediately what appears to be the best fighter just kind of steps forward. Yeah, come on, I
Nice.
always like a new challenge.
Hello, I am the best fighter.
That is his name, the best fighter.
Just roll fighting to put him in the dirt.
Yeah, we'll simplify this. I'll give him the stats of a
In the dirt.
in the dirt. Okay, 5. What's the bandits fighting? Bearing in mind this is good bandit fighting. Good bandit fighting is okay.
He's a 10. He's gonna win.
I'd say a 10, yeah.
It's no. Oh yeah, it's a 10 for good bandit.
That makes sense.
He loses.
Oh no!
Oh man!
Do you want to describe the fight, or should I?
Nah, go for it.
Bandit chain.
So basically,
I sweep the leg.
you sweep the leg. He just immediately like runs in, just thinking he's gonna fucking pummel you.
No,
But-
he tries to sweep the leg and you crane kick him.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay,
Karate Kid.
yeah, okay, fine. The ending of the Karate Kid happens. With a bonfire in the background and a bunch of drinking bandits. Meanwhile, it's cut to card games. You just walk up, they're playing. Yeah, fuck it, they're playing Go Fish. It does exist in this universe.
Do
We
you
found
have
it.
an 8?
Go Fish.
God damn. How do I even...
I don't know,
Oh,
roll gambling. Roll gambling to win at Go Fish.
How?
They're gonna-
Okay, how much are we putting down?
That's up to you.
I'll put down... I'm gonna play a bit more dangerous than last time.
I make sure
6 coins!
I get my 12 gold from him before he does this.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, you get your cut. Deduct 12. Alright. You put down 6.
No, actually I'm safer. 4 coins.
Bandit just looks at you and says, wow, you're a boring fucker. Right, 4 coins it is.
Oh, just a question, is a goblin also playing with us?
Yes.
Perfect.
It's 4 around the table. Actually, yeah, everyone puts 4 in.
Let's do it.
So 12.
Come on. Oh no! Fuck it. I refuse. I'm gonna win this.
You're gonna Benny it?
Benny
Then
it.
is it
Throw it out.
I threw it out.
4-3? Oh,
A 3. Okay. 4. It's not much of a loss. You lose 8 coin.
So, I was just thinking, I have the loyal minor hindrance, and I didn't really think about it before.
Yeah.
Should that have prevented me from leaving Zekart,
No,
or...
that's his minor.
It's it's
Well, I
loyal
know,
minor
but-
in your case, he basically gave you express. It's not like, it's if you were in a battle and you were thinking of running away, it's not like
Yeah.
he agrees to stay behind.
At the
See,
same time,
I was remembering that I had it when you were asking me when I wanted to go back, and I was just thinking, Orlin would probably want to go back as soon as possible.
at the same time, I have minor stubborn, so it cancels each other out.
God,
That could have been a very annoying scene between loyal and fucking
you
Yeah.
stubborn.
you just hear Altar like, what? Oh, god damn it! Why am I so bad at this?
Just bad luck. You want to go another round, mate?
I know what I have a better idea. We'll play some good old-fashioned chess.
The bandit just immediately reaches, like, beside the barrel that you were playing this. Just whips out a chessboard.
To his
And she said,
handcrafted chessboard.
yeah. She looks at you. We nicked this the other day. Never
Oh,
thought
very
I'd got to
nice.
use it so soon.
Well, I'll have you know that I've beaten a couple of monkey in chess.
Yeah, no kidding.
Snake.
Now, how much money are you putting down on this chess game?
I'll play a bit more dangerous. 6.
6.
God.
Snake,
Alright.
I propose this is a game of logic. But
Yeah,
you
so
score.
this is going to be a smarts check.
Hmm.
Alright.
Come on.
Wait, hang on. So we're going to roll gambling first anyway to decide the difference.
God damn it. Oh yeah.
You got to do gambling first to decide the difference. Alright, so how much did you put down?
6.
6. Okay, 6. 3. So 6. That's what? So that's 18 down.
Yeah.
So 18 coins are on the table. And
Okay.
what is a bandit smarts? I'm gonna look
Come
this
on.
up. A bandit
Let's-
smarts are
Oh.
D6. Oh my god, you might lose. You might lose chess.
What? What? A bandit super
Oh my
smart?
god, you
No.
lost.
No, I refuse.
Oh,
my God.
Come on, Benny. Oh no! Fuck! I wasted all of it.
it's a close game with that
All of his
result.
bennies.
Well, the session is almost over anyway. I
Yeah,
think
that's true enough.
Yeah, are we gonna end it here, or are we gonna do, like...
I don't mind either way. If you want to call it here, we can do the return to town another day.
Yeah, I'd be fine with that. That feels
How
like
could-
could be a whole other session.
Yeah, basically, you guys pretty much join a bandit party, and that's the last way I expected this
yeah.
session to fucking end.
No! It just ends with Altar just flipping the chess table and freeze frame.
Turns out playing a pacifist diplomacy wizard makes the sessions very strange.
Yeah.
No, I like this way of doing things. I was expecting a fight with bandits, some subterfuge, but no, this is a good turn.
It's very, well, like, that's just the thing with my character. You would have to force a fight in order for,
Yeah,
like,
and
that
I
to
don't
go.
like doing that. That's the thing. So I'm gonna have to occasionally though, because other people have
Yeah.
taken combat skills.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you force combat, and then I step in and end combat.
Yeah, because I don't want, I don't want I don't want only one person to be pushing everything.
Well, one thing that you can do it is not just, like, straight up them being retarded and like,
Decided.
completely ignoring the fact that I'm, like, a peaceful wizard. You could just play on, like, Zakart's hindrances and make him want to fight something,
That's true.
For
That's
example.
that is what they're for. But his aren't
Yeah.
explicitly violent. They're just
No, they're
more
not.
being steadfast and not believing
Yeah.
in ghosts.
Fuck ghosts, man. They're not real.
Well, he does have stubborn. I'm sure you could think of something. Maybe.
Yeah.
No ghost. No ghost.
I'm not sure.
Sweet has a phobia of heights. He's loyal, and there's a turkey bear chasing him.
Yeah.
So I've got to save that turkey bear for a
God
key
forbid
moment.
the cockhorse finds him first.
No.